Drones and fighters. Combat drones and fighter and attack aircraft. Don't forget to press the bell to subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, press like. Thank you very much. Sukhoi Su-57. The stealth Russian 5th generation PAK FA project. The Sukhoi Su-57 is a single-seater, twin-engine, stealth aircraft, with vector thrust designed for air superiority and ground attack missions. It is the product of the PAK FA project and has been developing since 2002. It has not yet been put into service and existing prototypes do not carry the final engine. At the end of July 2019, series production began. The characteristics of this aircraft is that it has a supercruiser, super maneuverability, stealthy design and very advanced avionics, which even allows you to drive a Sukhoi Su-70 OKhotnik drone. This aircraft model is planned to replace the MiG-29 Fulcrum and the Su-27 Flanker. Development. The Russian 5th generation project began to be developed in 2002 under the name of PAK FA project. Sukhoi was selected to develop the project in his fight against MiG that proposed a lighter and more affordable alternative. To reduce the risk of the PAK FA project and reduce the generational jump, an intermediate product was created. The Sukhoi Su-35. A modification of the Sukhoi Su-27 Flanker. In 2007 the first prototype for flight tests was prepared. Also in 2007 an agreement was reached with India for the development of the 5th generation aircraft, but the agreement was broken in 2018 by India when the expected results for this country were not reached. Su-57 series production is expected to begin in 2019 or 2020. The Russian government has ordered 76 units. The prototypes made during its development phase were called T-50. Design. The Su-57 is a 5th generation multi-role fighter, single-engine, with double-engine, vector thrust, cast body with wings, stealthy, made of composite materials, super maneuverable and super cruising speed. It has many moving surfaces, both vertically and horizontally. To maintain the stealth and aerodynamic capacity it has internal bays for armament. Engine. In the development and first production stages, 2 engines of the previous model are being assembled since the final engine of the Su-57 will not be available until mid-2020. The first result is a reduction of the radar surface 30 times compared to of the Su-27, it is between 0.1 and 1 square meter. Motor employee is a pair of Saturn AL-41F1 with vector thrust. This engine has a vector thrust on all 3 axes and a thrust of 21,000 lbf and 33,067 lbf afterburner. After different tests with the final engine, they will begin to be assembled in 2020. The definitive engine has a more advanced vector thrust and a dry thrust of 24,000 lbf and 39,500 lbf with afterburner. Fuselage. The Sukhoi Su-57 is the first Russian 5th generation aircraft, the first stealth, similar to the F-22 Raptor. Its design has been careful to give the radar a low surface area, few angles, radar-absorbent materials, soft shapes, internal bays, antennas removed from the fuselage. It also has the S-motor ducts, so as not to offer a flat surface resistance to radars. Armament. The Su-57 has mounted a machine gun that fires 20mm bullets with a rate of 1800 bullets per minute. The fuselage of the Su-57 contains 4 internal bays to carry weaponry so that it maintains its stealth capacity and improves aerodynamics, although it can also carry externally loaded weaponry. It has 6 external anchor points and another 6 anchor points in the internal bays. It can carry different types of armaments, air-to-air, air surface, anti-ship and anti-radiation missiles. Air-to-air missiles can be of the type beyond the visual range, as well as shorter-range missiles. Air-to-ground or air-surface missiles can also carry guided bombs. Cockpit. The cockpit is for a single pilot. It is a glass cockpit with 2 multifunctional LCD main screens, surrounded by 3 smaller screens. It also has a very wide head-up display. Like all fighters, the main controls are the joystick and a pair of accelerators. It is necessary for pilots to wear a pressurized partial suit in order to maintain 9 grams maneuvers. The helmet to fly the Su-57 is a digital helmet that is connected to the photo and video system of the aircraft, as well as detects movement of the pilot's pupil to aim automatically. Avionics. The main systems of the Su-57 are the Integrated Electronic Radio System, MIRS, called SH-121, and the 101KS Electro-Optical System. It also has the communication and integration systems with the Sukhoi Su-70 OKhotnik drone. This is a test system for the 6th generation aircraft of Russia. The Integrated Multifunctional Electronic Radio System, MIRS. The main avionics system of the Su-57 is its integrated system called MIRS. The star component of MIRS is the PAK FA radar that can sweep 400 kilometers, follow 60 targets aiming at 16 of them, has the following subsystems. Said radar system has 3 components. NO36101, ASA-type expand front radar. NO36B101, radar located under the chin of the plane, also of the ASA type to increase angular capacity. NO36L101, radar located on the wings of type L for identification of friend or enemy. It also has the set of electronic measures called L402 Himalayas. 101KS ATAL Electro-Optical Aiming System. A series of subsystems necessary for the operation of the Su-57 are integrated in the electro-optical aiming system. 101KSO, Directional Infrared Laser Countermeasures. 101KSV, Infrared Search and Tracking System. 101KSU, Ultraviolet Missile Approach Warning System. 101KSN, Advanced Stabilized Navigation and Aiming System. 101KSP, Thermal Imaging System for Low-Altitude Flight and Landing. Operational history. It has not yet been put into production, but combat tests have already been conducted in Syria. Combat test in Syria. In February 2019, 2 Su-57s were deployed in Syria along with other Russian fighter jets. The operation has lasted until December 2019, and it has only been made public that all the tests have been carried out and that a ground-surface missile has been fired. Production, export, and other operators. Production. The development of the project began with India as a partner to produce that country the HAL FGFA, but in 2018 India abandoned the project to focus on its own 5th generation model, and due to discrepancies with the project to which they saw a little stealth aircraft. Russia invited Brazil to participate in the project, but it did not join in, with South Korea had talks to collaborate with its 5th generation project but finally did not formalize the proposal. In 2010, the production of 1,000 units was projected. 200 for Russia, another 200 for India, and the rest to export. Today there is only one Russian order of 78 units. Export. Based on the high price of the 5th generation US aircraft and the operators of other Russian hunting models, Russia hopes to find a market for its Su-57, which would have a lower cost. This is how the Su-57 has created an export version. They have been offered to different countries such as Turkey, Algeria, etc. Turkey was expelled from the F-35 project for buying Russian S-400 systems and is a potential customer, but Turkey is also developing its own 5th generation fighter, and conversations have been recognized in that regard. Algeria has signed a large military material purchase agreement with Russia, including Su-34 and Su-35 fighters. That agreement could be extended or changed, but no official comment has been made. The United Arab Emirates could be a country that joins the supply chain of the Su-57 if its industry permits. Variants. FGFA. It is the prototype developed jointly with India. In 2018 the government of India decided to abandon the project due to delays and lack of understanding with the development of the project. They did not agree with the lack of stealthiness above all. Naval variant. An onboard version of the Su-57 is being prepared with folding wings, stabilizers and capable of taking off with takeoff ramps and with electromagnetic aircraft launch systems. These version would be for the new project of Russian supercar aircraft Su-57 variant for export that would have the same avionics elements as the standard Su-57, drones and fighters. Combat drones and fighter aircraft and attack. Thank you very for watching the video.